friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha. Today we're going to be doing a book review. This is a pretty short book and I was looking for something like this to read because I have been in a reading slump. I follow this author on social media, and then I also saw someone, I believe one of my mutuals over on Blue Sky, posted a review of this book, or potentially it was listed in their top of 2024. And I said, you know what, I probably need something I don't normally read to get me out of this, so I requested it from my library, and I got All Systems Red by Martha Wells. Editing Sasha here. Before we begin the rest of the video, we're going to take a quick pause to hear a word from our sponsor. Hey there friends, it's me, Sasha, and today's sponsor is my Etsy shop, Dreaming of Stars Co. Have you ever wished you could match the vibe of your favorite book to a bookmark? Have you ever started reading a book but wanted to take a break and realized there was nothing close by except the last receipt from your library to use to hold your place? Hey, we're here to listen. We don't judge. Whether it's dark romance, queer, indie, fantasy, sci-fi, nonfiction, we've got bookmark designs just for you. And when I say we, it's really just me, but the we makes it sound, official or something. All my bookmarks are made right here in this very room by me, myself, Sasha Marie. You can use code WELCOME10 on your first order for a discount. Thank you so much for watching. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. You couldn't tell from the cover, this is a science fiction novel. It is like 140 pages, 149 pages. A super quick read for me personally, and it was just what I needed. The story didn't have such extremely high stakes that my anxiety took over and prevented me from finishing it. It was all more or less wrapped up, although the ending does leave a pretty nice segue into the next novel. A lot of people have been reading and devouring this series, and while I enjoyed the first book, I am interested in seeing what happens next, but I don't feel that like I have to know feeling, which could just be attributed to my reading slump and me just sort of not vibing with anything right now. So the fact that I read this and enjoyed it says a lot. So this book is about a murder bot, as he calls himself. He is a sort of genderless robot that has human parts and robotic parts and all sort of like artificial intelligence and programming. I don't know a lot of science fiction terminology, so I'm probably gonna get some of that wrong. So pardon me if this is like your top genre and I'm butchering this review. Murderbot is sent onto a planet with a team of scientists and people who are investigating the planet for whatever reason they have. His sole job is security. He's supposed to protect them from whatever creatures that might be undiscovered on this planet already. They find out that there's another team on the planet. They contact that team. There's a lot going on, and then all of a sudden that team stops responding, and they have to decide if they're going to use their resources to try and find this other team. The whole reason this story has any sort of like intrigue, other than just like all these people are on a different planet in another world, and if that's something you like, that's interesting, is that Murderbot has hacked his own system and is no longer following the automated commands, and one of those commands was to not save his team from an attack. And everything has been glitching in one way or another, so he thought the abort, don't save your team command was just a glitch. And because he is no longer programmed to listen to those commands, he does save his team. And it's sort of this interesting conversation of this murder bot not enjoying what he was built to do and wanting to help these humans, even though he doesn't consider himself human. He really doesn't enjoy being around the humans very much. And one of his new favorite pastimes is to listen to music and listen to space opera shows, and he's doing all of these very human things, which makes it for such a fun and interesting read because we are in his mind the entire book. I thought the pacing of this overall was really well done. I enjoyed the writing style and I did enjoy the characters. There are some characters who distrust Murderbot simply because of what he was programmed to do, even though they can see towards the end, this is a bit of a spoiler, they can see that he's hacked his system. There's still that little nugget of distrust to, like, is this sort of the way that they get us to trust Murderbot, and then he kills us anyway. And it's this back and forth of discussions of what makes someone human and humanity in general, and sort of the politics of space travel and discovery and conquest. And even though those are sort of like very subtle undertones in the novel, they're definitely still present as the whole reason as to why these glitches are happening and why our team of humans is all of a sudden in danger. I would be curious to continue the novel because well, I won't tell you how it ends, but it ends in a way that I am wondering what happens next, but not, like I said, to the point where I immediately need that book right frickin' now. I'm very happy with where this book is at, and I'm very happy with my reading experience with it. It was definitely something I needed to start to climb my way out of this reading slump and to try new things. So I'm very excited to have tried this book in the beginning of 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. It felt a little bit like it was just a jumble because this is not a genre I read a lot of, and I haven't read it in a long time. So I feel a little unsteady on my feet even though I'm sitting down. So anyway, thanks for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!